Mhm.
Hey Priyanka. Hello everybody watching. It's Ferenc Kuhn and Priyanka. What's the
Hi.
full name?
Hi, I'm Priyanka Singha Roy.
And Priyanka is my colleague from MBA back in Budapest from 2022 to 2024. Priyanka, thank you for getting on the call with me today. Basically, as you know, we discussed a little bit before the episode that there's a lot of advice out there from really successful people, and that stuff is great. I'm interested to hear what kind of people like the world leaders have to say, what advice very wealthy people have to say. But sometimes I think it's important just to have normal advice from normal people, and it kind of helps you move forward. Like, okay, I me personally, I can watch Instagram all day and then just see how much million billionaire people. I'm like, oh my God, I'm so far from that right now. I just need to hear a normal person giving me normal advice right now, and their advice has their place. Priyanka, please introduce yourself in the way that you feel is necessary. You are a very close person with me in MBA. We did a finance business project together um, for one whole year. So we were very close together in terms of working, and we've gotten to know each other personally a lot based on that experience and as friends as well. So, Priyanka, the floor is yours. What do you want to tell the people?
Thank you. First of all, friends, it's a pleasure. It's my really pleasure to, to be able to talk about my experiences in life, and maybe it will help someone out there. So I'm very much thankful for this opportunity. So I'm from India. Hi, everyone. So Priyanka from India, and right now, currently, I am living in Budapest. So, how and why Budapest? Because I came here in 2021 to do my master's. So, yeah, so I started doing my master's and then I started working here. I graduated last year and I'm here working. I work for Citibank as a financial analyst. My job is kind of stressful some of the days. Some days I like my job so much. I'm like so proud. I'm like, wow. And some days I hate it to the core. Sometimes like, okay. Like to be very honest. But life out here is nice. Like I love Budapest. Like I love this city has this city gives me calmness. Also it has the vibrant nature, so it is kind
Mhm.
of balance for me when I go out for a walk in the evening, and I if I go by the Danube. Oh my god, it's like, wow, I'm like living the best, like I'm the living the best, like, oh wow, this is the best days that I prayed for, and I'm like, oh wow, I'm so lucky, I'm so thankful to the universe.
Mhm.
So yeah, but that's pretty much about me, what I do, where I came from. Yeah.
Priyanka, tomorrow night sometimes check your social media. We see that you like to go out to like a dance club. Is it a rave or is it a dance club?
No, it's not a dance club. I love to party a lot
That makes
and
two of us.
a
Three of us.
lot. So yeah, so sometimes it might be a concert and sometimes it's rave. Like I have two raves upcoming.
It's cool because I don't see myself in that space, and but I understand that you're really moving around, and it's like for me it's probably like going to the gym. But can you tell me a little bit more about like this kind of this concert culture? Because I personally I don't get it, and the whole point of this podcast is to find out what some people what our guests and my friends do to get out stress. So please tell us and tell me.
Sure. So for me, music has a very, how to say, like a big space in my heart. I love music, like every kind of music, every genre of music. I really, really love. So, and dance is something that I had been doing since my childhood. I learned dance like Indian classical dance,
Oh,
and
really?
so
That's a really
yeah,
beautiful kind of like this, right?
Yeah, it's like this.
I'm kidding. I'm knowing with the stereotype that I know. Please continue. Don't mind me.
So, the music, so where you can get the music and the dance. So I can be very close to both music and dance. And of course, like when the electronic music, the EDM has really, really good impact on our brain, and it, how to say, like it gives us the happy hormone. You become happy, and you do a lot of cardio.
I can imagine.
You like do a lot of cardio over there, and then
I
it
can absolutely imagine. Yeah.
say that when I am there, for like say 5 hours,
Oh my God. That's really cool. Wow. That's amazing.
for those 5 hours in my life, I forget everything. Like no worries, no stress, no work, deadlines, meetings, nothing. So that's my time. I am so much myself. I can like just these are the time that I really like need in my life, because from Monday to Friday, all I care for to grow somebody else's business, right?
That is the reality of being an employee. Yes, of course, you're earning money and gaining skills, but hey, Priyanka, I don't want to cut you off there, but I do want to make a point at that. Please continue, but I just want to make a point that work as an employee is never worth just killing yourself for. You are an employee, you are there to serve a purpose. Once it's that time, just cut it off, cut it off and go home. If you're
Yes.
sick the next day or if you didn't, anyway,
I
I,
don't care.
I'm glad you mentioned that, Priyanka.
It's
You have that frame because I would hate to see you give your beautiful life energy to a company that is good. They're helping you. That's great. That's not a problem. But what I'm saying is you have too much wonderful energy to over invest. That's the word, over invest. Please continue.
so, and I love people. I can meet strangers. I can have a conversation where they come from, what they do, and it's like making friends. Of course, I cannot maintain that kind of like that much friendship with so many people. Like it's like we lose the contact, like with time. But then it's like it's for that time being in that concert or in that party, it's nice to know people. It's nice to have a lot of like little memories with people that I can like cherish, you know when I'll be like 10 years older, or when I'm like in
Of
50s or
course.
60s. Oh yeah, I know. So it's really nice. And yeah, stress buster for sure. And I love to go to the gym actually, but the motivation that I get to go to a rave is much, much, much more higher.
Priyanka, I completely get it. I totally get it. And it's really nice that you also have that experience of knowing that, yeah, I want to meet people and get to know people and share my life and share energy force with these people. But, is everyone going to be at your wedding? Probably not. But still, going forward, the mindset of I'm open to the people around me, and that's really awesome. That's really awesome.
Mhm.
Oh my goodness. It's funny that you mentioned that. No, but it's interesting. We all have a need to get out our energy and our stress and have that thing where I don't think about anything. So I imagine when the music is going and you're dancing and the people around you are dancing that you don't think there's nothing to think about then. What's my music? What's my body doing? And yeah, I can relate to that, but from a different things. Priyanka, you know that I like to fish and hunt and stuff like that. But when I'm fishing, there's not a thought on my head. Or cooking, it's just what's the next thing? And so it's everyone needs that. It's amazing.
Exactly.
Oh
That's what.
my goodness. So Priyanka, also I'm curious. As you mentioned that, certain days is great and certain days is not, particularly when it comes to work and responsibilities. On a day where, let's say, it's a Monday to Friday kind of day, where the weekend is not here, so the break of the week isn't right there. What are some things that you like to do, or things that you, or practices or habits that you do that helps you throughout the week when the party on Monday, or I'm sorry, on Sunday or Friday or Saturday is not available to you? So like during the week, tell me please what you like to do to help you get into a productive state, or a better mood. We would love to know.
Sure. So on weekdays, you know, some days when I think that I have a lot of stress and I need to get rid of those stress. So a walk, a good run really helps me. Uh, I prefer like outdoor walk or outdoor run rather than like in a gym in a closed space. So it's really nice for me. And also like, sometimes I talk to my family, I talk to my friends,
Mhm,
and I
mhm,
share whatever piling up inside me. I just let it go by sharing. So I'm just sharing the burden that, that was inside of me, and it's so great because sometimes when I talk to my like close people, like my friends, my best friend or my mom, they give me some, maybe a little piece of advice or a little piece of suggestion, or maybe they say, hey girl, you got this, it's fine, it's gonna be fine.
mhm,
That little sentence, it's so powerful. Maybe they don't even know that it's powerful, but to my ears, that, oh my God, that's the only thing I needed to hear to get going. I have done something like, sometimes I feel really lonely because living here, like, continent away, like so many miles away, it's like gives me, if I really think about that, I'm living so much far away from my mom, from my home, from my comfort zone. It gives me like, oh my God. So what I actually started doing, that I kept my mom's picture, like me and my mom, we have a
mhm.
picture. I just framed it and I kept inside of me. So I have my workstation. I kept it in front of me.
Ah,
So
I see. Yes, very good idea.
whenever I get overwhelmed, or whenever I doubt myself that, oh my God, I cannot do it, or I cannot like get through the day or something like that. So my mom is my biggest strength in my life. So when I look at my mom, I have the reason, oh, I am doing this for her, or
Mhm.
I can do it for her. I can make my mom proud. So this is also a very, I have realized that this is like my medicine, you can say. So and I like to write. So these days I've been writing small poems.
Oh, I was gonna
And
ask, poems, journaling, so particularly poems. Hmm.
yeah, and journaling is something, when I don't have someone to talk to, when I don't have those feelings to share. So what
Mhm.
I do,
Of course, yeah.
if I let it pile up, it will like be an ocean of, I don't know, whatever. So I write it down and it helps a little bit. So something is better than nothing. And reading books. Oh my God. It changed my whole world. Oh
Priyanka,
my
you and
God.
I have a mutual love of nonfiction, practical advice, like self-help kind of books. Please tell the people some of the good books that you've been listening to, or I mean, reading.
Okay. Recently I read a book. The title is kind of, so a book which helps women to understand how to have a healthy relationship with her partner.
Mhm.
So the book name is Dumb Things She Does That Annoys Men.
You hear that? I'm talking to my wife. I'm kidding.
And um, the author
Men
is a
and
famous.
women are different, and they just are. If they shut down the podcast over this, I'll sue someone. Anyway, but yeah, Priyanka, please continue.
So, okay, I mean, this is a really very good book because sometimes
So it's
subconscious.
literally called "The Things That Women Do That Annoy Men" or something. I'm gonna need to look into this. I will look into it.
So it's 10 points, like 10 most important things that should not be done if you have want to have a healthy relationship with your partner. And this book is like, oh my god, it just gave me some kind of enlightenment that I really really needed.
Interesting.
And there is one book, actually, there is a Korean monk. So he has written a book. It was actually in Korean, but they translated it in English and some other different languages. So this book, the title is, I can't exactly remember, but it's called like How to Be Calm When You're
Mm-hmm.
Chaos. Oh my God, this is also a game changer. It changed my lot of perspective on life, and it made me so humble, like so generous, and so understanding, towards me and also towards people. It's so good. So yeah.
Yeah, Priyanka, it's really cool. The nonfiction books for me are everything. So I don't know if I have to read something and when I close it, I'm like, okay, I have something I can do today. Versus The Hobbit was in the blah blah blah. Great, write the book, wonderful. But for me, I need something like I want to open it and in one page, okay, I have my challenge for today. Be calm or be patient. So is there anything else, or do you want to move on?
I paint. I love painting a lot.
Very
It's
creative. Would you ever be willing to share some of the poems and paintings and things that you've written and created?
today.
No, 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 not today, not today. Let's maybe coordinate something. But I'm wondering because Priyanka,
I
the
love.
purpose of what we're trying to do with this channel is to create basically a community of interviewing my friends and guests and family. And if they have something creative on their mind, maybe I can be a path, a channel for them to share some things and put some things out into the world. Um, I don't know tomorrow. I mean, Priyanka. I'm sorry. I'm used to saying
Oh,
my wife's name only. So this is the first time, other than, oh, how's your mom? How's my mom? Tomorrow is on my mouth, my wife, for
yeah.
those of you that are listening. Oh my God. But speaking about this book, it's very funny that you mentioned that there's different things that, it's just men do things, women do things, and whatever you're into, great, good for you. But being married, even for a couple of months, I noticed there's little things where I'm like, if I was alone right now, I would be this way. But I have my wife and I should pay attention to her, so I should be this way. And then there's and it's vice versa. So she's very accommodating for me. And yeah, I read these kinds of books also when I was like 16 because I happened to find it and I couldn't put it down. I'm like, have you ever heard of the book Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus or something?
Yeah.
I read that when I was like 16 and I was like, what the hell? Oh my God.
Yeah.
So Priyanka, I'm sure you hear it. It's all over that. People say the word stress a lot, and I'm just wondering. I hope it's not crossing any lines, but I want to ask you, because everybody feels stress, whether somebody is sick or if I don't know, the phone is I don't know, your phone is broken. I don't know. Everyone feels different levels of stress. So I want to talk about a little bit when you mean stress, what specifically stresses you out? What do you think about it? Like, okay, for example, let me give you an example. Something that stresses me out is when I'm not creating something. I'm not a poem writer like you. I'm not a painter like you or Tamara. I would like to create videos and podcasts and content that people could help me. If I don't do anything for 2 weeks because I don't have the perfect idea, I think to
Mhm.
myself, what the fuck? Pardon my French. What am I doing? I'm just wasting my time. And that thought stresses me out. And what when I think of the stress, I just sit there and stress instead of go and do something. So this is getting in the habit. So basically, my question to you is, what do you think is the most common form of your stress, the most common source of it? Like, for example, if you said work, I don't want to over-explain. So let's say, oh, work is my common source of stress. What about work, and what do you do to move through it? So basically, those kinds of three things.
Okay, that's fine. To me, stress is both a good thing and a bad thing. Yeah.
Light bulb.
Um,
Yes.
let's start with that thing. I'll tell you about that thing later.
It's up to you. It's up to you.
Stress, so it's a negative thing for so many people. Like, like when we hear the word stress, we don't think about any positive thing about it. We all think about negative things.
True.
So let's start with the
I'll
bad.
speak for
That
myself. That's absolutely true.
for me, the most common way something is stressing me out at work specifically is that when I am when I see something which is not familiar to me. When something is not familiar to me, it creates a stress or a pressure on my brain that, oh my God, how I'm going to do it? I don't know how to do it because I have never done it.
Hmm.
My brain is tricking me, that my brain is telling me I don't know how to do it. And if I don't know how to do it, then who will do it? And it's like, oh my God, what I'm going to tell my manager? I cannot do it. So that is kind of, when we are like, face some unfamiliarity, something like that kind of thing. And it the unfamiliar situation or the not so comfort zone in your life might stress you out, that might stress me out at my workplace specifically. So
Hmm.
I have actually, earlier I couldn't realize that why I'm so stressed, and then I was kind of discovering the pattern that when exactly I get stressed. So, okay, so then I discovered that, okay, I get stressed when I see something not so familiar. But when I see something familiar that I have been doing, I'm like, okay, it's fine. So when I discovered the pattern, then I tricked my brain that, hey, stop it. It's fine. It's going to be fine. I can do it. If I can do it, I can ask for help. It's all good. At the end, it'll be fine. And if it doesn't get fine, what can I do? Nothing. It's fine. We'll try later. We'll try the next day, or I don't know. So I just for me, I'm just trying that, okay, whatever happens, I cannot get stressed. So that's my mantra these days. It was not earlier. I had to, like, I had a lot of struggle to reach this level when I tell myself that whatever happens at work, you cannot get stressed because you cannot, disturb your mental peace. You have to be calm. You have to be like, it's fine. It just calm down. It's fine.
Hmm.
You are a human. If you get fired, you get fired. You cannot do
When
it.
would you say that changed for you? I hear you, of course, Priyanka. When do you think that that changed to a different kind of awareness of your thinking pattern? Because that's usually the problem when it comes to anything. Your pattern is just going and going and going and going, and you don't have, so not you, but many of us struggle to step in and be just instead of going down the track, just step in and be like, no, I know where this is going. I'm just gonna think about it for the next 20 minutes. I don't want to do that. Stop the pattern. So Priyanka, you've already hit the nail on the head. When do you think that changed for you most significantly in your life?
Yeah. So a few months ago, I got really sick. And the reason that I was sick, because I was taking a lot of workload on me, which I was not really capable of. I pushed myself so hard to that level that I felt really sick, not mentally, both mentally and physically.
Mhm.
There was my turning point. That's when I realized what I'm doing. This is not a healthy thing. I have to put myself first. I have to put my mental health, my physical health first, because this is a corporation. They don't care about my well being. I have to care for my well being. So I cannot take so much on my plate when I'm not capable of. So that was my turning point. After that, I was like, there was like no going back. Now I started saying no when I need to and just keeping me calm. The books that I read, or some quotes here and there, there's always one thing that, okay, calmness is your superpower. So, like, yes, when I'm calm, every problem seems smaller. And when
Absolutely.
I'm like, really, oh my God, what I'm going to do? The small problems look so much bigger, you know? So,
Oh my God. Yeah, Priyanka, you hit this point that those of us that are in the realm of being an employee, sure, family business, but I'm talking employee for a big company. We cannot overextend ourselves to the point where our own, because like you said, unfortunately, it's the case. And even if I hope that both of us are one day in the position where we have our own company and we can start it small, but it depends on the culture that you build. But realistically, if you're running a company with 1,000 people, you kind of have a lot of stuff on your plate. And I hope that the world will find a way that can not just treat people as like a thing, that each person is individually noticed that like, okay, Tommy in accounting is having some serious problems. Let's send a person down to HR from HR or for team development to help him. So yeah, Priyanka, we got the MBA. We know how to, we got, we put ourselves in the perfect position to be business owners one day. So let's see about that.
yeah.
So, Priyanka, we're running out of time at this point. We've got about 8 minutes. At this point, I'd like to turn the floor over to you. Again, our podcast is basically advice from everybody is special, but by normal, I just mean, normal people giving normal advice. And I hope that all of us reach the level of super normal, supernatural that we're all aiming for in our life. But at this point, I turn the floor over to you for a couple of minutes, like maybe 4 or 5 minutes. What would you like to say in terms of encouraging somebody today, giving somebody some hope today, giving somebody just some advice today? What would you say?
I would first start with that life is really beautiful. That's my mantra, like almost every single day, that no matter what happens, life is so beautiful. You have the tiny moments, enjoy it because this moment is not going to return. We only live once, and just let's make this life a beautiful one. And number two is be kind towards your community, towards people. Don't be biased when it comes to kindness. I saw people being kind to a CEO, or hire somebody like hire
Sure.
individual. But I saw people, like really sophisticated people, being so rude to maybe a waiter or a cleaning person or something. I try my best to treat people the same way I treat everyone. So please treat everyone equally and being kind, because being kind is the coolest thing ever in this world. So yeah. And last thing, um like, enjoy life as much as you can do, and be with your family, care for your family, your friends, like, check up on your friends whenever you can. And yeah, and just be happy and be very cheerful, because we all
It's
deserve
not
to
going
be
to
happy.
last forever. It's not going to last forever. I
Yeah.
completely agree, Priyanka. I completely agree. Oh, Priyanka, that was awesome. Thank you so much for being my guest. We'll talk a little bit after the show, just so to give. I want to ask you a couple more things. Just to, we'll share some social media stuff. That's fine to share your Instagram and things like that. If someone wants to connect with you, that'd be wonderful. So yes, Priyanka, thank you so much. Your message has brought a smile to my face. My wife is sitting across the table, listening and smiling. So I'm sure. Uh, Thank you for helping me to grow something that's important to me. And yeah, Priyanka, thank you so much. I'm so happy with your willingness and eagerness to get on this call with me. Just from reaching out to my social media people, like, oh, who would like to do this? And you jumped on, and of course. You were at the top of my list, so yes, Priyanka, and I'm so glad that you also you physically you look like you're healthy. So I think that you figured out your health issue and you have a really great understanding of what things were giving you stress, and the ability to step into a negative thought cycle is huge. And you've developed this skill, and it's something we need to keep going to because I I catch myself in it all the time. but at least I can catch myself. So, yes, Priyanka, thank you so much. I'm going to end the recording and let's talk a little bit after, okay?
Thank you so much too,
All right.
parents.
Thanks, guys. Guys, for those of you that would like to talk to Priyanka and connect with her or congratulate her and thank her and give her some feedback, we'll put her social media in the video description as well. All right, guys. Thank you so much.